Alright guys, welcome back to another Opera Omnia video where we're going to be talking about the Warrior of Light, who is going to be getting his rework and his brand new FR weapon. Now we're going to take a look at the changes that he is going to be getting alongside with his new FR weapon, and I'm going to let you guys know why you should honestly consider pulling for his FR because of what he does offer, and especially now with the upgrades that he is going to be getting specifically to his shield buff. He is definitely a top tier tank to really consider chasing for. But we're going to get into all of that in this video. So do let me know down in the comment section below what your plans are going to be for the banners, if you're going to be pulling for him or not. And of course, if you guys do enjoy the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, do all that good stuff. Let's go ahead and jump right into it. A big thank you to all of my YouTube members for further supporting the channel. I appreciate you guys greatly. If you ever thought about becoming a member of the channel and further supporting what I do, you can either click the first link in the description below or the join button below for details on how to become a member. And a thank you ahead of time if you do decide to become one. And a shout out to Roscoe, Ray, and Luther Cujo for the continuous support. Let's continue on to the video. So we'll first start off with the Warrior of Light's rework. So his skill 1 gains 2 uses. It now deals a 3-hit melee brave plus an HP attack 5 times. When using Shining Shield, it adds brave damage resist shield by 270% of initial brave. His skill 2 gains 3 uses. It deals 4 HP attacks with 50% splash damage after each HP attack. When using Throw Buckler, it adds a brave damage resist shield by 270% of initial brave. Now his EX passive adds a 50% speed up for 5 turns. His EX now deals 50% splash damage after each HP attack. His LD gains 1 use. It now recovers 1 use of his skill 1 and skill 2. His overhead adds a 50% party brave damage up and a 20% party brave gains up. When using Bitter End, it adds a brave damage resist shield by 200% of initial brave. Now with Prish as his partner, Warrior of Light's FR deals an AoE split HP attack 4 times that inflicts the lock debuff to all targets for 5 turns, and grants the shield buff to teammates for 8 turns. Now when the shield buff is active per individual, grants the party with a 50% HP damage up and HP damage cap up. Now his FR conditions are as follows: a 20% increase whenever the Warrior of Light attacks an enemy attacking himself, a 40% increase whenever a teammate takes reduced brave damage, and that also includes absorption, and a 10% increase whenever a teammate is buffed with the shield buff per active shield buff on the party. So let's talk about whether or not you should pull for the Warrior of Light's FR weapon. So he is going to be a strong choice for off-turn comps and keeping your butt safe. So when it comes to the off-turn comps, you're more than likely going to be using his FR if you know the enemies are going to be either jumping in the turn order, they're going to get back-to-back turns, if you know that during certain HP thresholds, especially if you are DPSing them really hard and you get to the thresholds where they are going to be attacking, then Warrior of Light is going to be a really good choice for those off-turn comps, especially if you do have his FR active. And then when it comes to keeping you safe, I mean, those shields, they got a big boost with the brave damage resist that it got that it has built in within them. So like, imagine the enemies trying to break your shields. That it's not going to happen. Literally, I did so many tests and I uploaded a few runs testing out his shields, even off Synergy, to make sure that I am correct in what I'm about to say. And that is that it is going to be very difficult for the enemies to break your shields. Like, I took Warrior of Light to the Cloud of Darkness 6-man Shinryu, and he did just fine in keeping my butt safe. So he is going to be a really good choice for that fight and for future fights where you know if the enemy is going to have a consistent amount of turns, or if you know they're going to be hitting you or attempting to hit you with a good amount of HP attacks, then he is going to be a really good choice to really consider. When it comes to his FR conditions, they are super easy to meet. He pretty much helps you out with making sure that you are able to meet all of the conditions for his FR. And while you have his FR active, you do gain that HP damage up and HP damage cap up percentages. So a 20% increase whenever Warrior of Light is attacking an enemy targeting himself. A 40% increase whenever a teammate takes reduced Brave damage, which you will more than likely have his shield buff active, so you ain't got to worry about that. And then a 10% increase per shield buff that is active. So that's a easy 30% increase right there. So overall, his FR is a really good FR for what he provides, like, and for what it does. Like, it does cover many different directions in terms of support, defense, and like what you can actually take advantage of when it comes to like team comps. Again, imagine breaking his shields. If you want to check out some of the gameplay that I uploaded, or if you want to check out the Cloud of Darkness Shinri where I took Warrior of Light to that fight, you can check out the first link in the description below or in the pinned comment if you are curious to see how he actually performed with that fight. Now, when it comes to his BT weapon, I did have a few questions about this in recent live streams or just like in comment section, wherever it is. People were asking me, like, is his BT necessary to actually have? In my opinion, not really. I don't really think that it's necessary to have. It is a nice added bonus that you can give Warrior of Light, because like his BT effect, in my opinion, is a pretty good BT effect. So the BT effect provides, his BT effect does last for 8 turns. His BT effect provides Brave regen by 100% of the remaining shield value. Remember, because his incoming rework is going to provide him with a big upgrade to those shields, you can potentially get a pretty good amount of Brave on your turns. So it can actually be a nice added benefit to have his BT effect, or his BT effect active. It also provides the party with a 50% stolen and gain max Brave overflow, a 50% Brave gains up, 20% HP damage up, and a 20% HP damage cap up. So it is a really good BT effect to have. Is it really like necessary, especially if, let's say, you are tight on resources? No. At most, you can go up to his FR. You can pair up the Warrior of Light with like other support characters that can cover those specific things in his BT effect. But I don't really think like it's necessary to have. If you do already have his BT weapon, I mean, if you really want to take advantage of his BT effect, then I would say you can go ahead and jump into the BT phase. If you are only at BT state and he is not greened, then you can go into his BT phase, you know, do your thing, and that way you can take advantage of his BT effect before you activate his FR. So you can do that as well. But again, I don't really think that it's like necessary to have. It is nice to have, but it's not really something that I would like say like you need to have, unless let's say you want to take advantage of the Brave regen and all the other stuff that he has to offer. So overall, in my opinion, Warrior of Light's FR, it's definitely worth chasing for, in my opinion. If you are a new player who does not have a really good tank, then Warrior of Light is going to be a very good one to consider. If you do not have any off-turn setups, then or any off-turn FRs, then Warrior of Light's FR is one to consider picking up as well. But overall, I do think that he is going to become a very, very good top tier tank, and I would personally recommend pulling for him, especially for newer players. I would personally recommend pulling for his FR up to most, but if you do manage to get his BT along the way, then hey, you be good to go. And then if you want to BT plus him, you definitely can, or you could just do what I mentioned earlier. So other than that though, guys, that's pretty much going to be it for the video. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. And of course, if you guys enjoyed, don't forget to like, subscribe, do all that good stuff. Thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next one.